welcome back to another episode of We Play Podcast. Yes, I am Mel.
Welcome back. It's your boy Nightman.
But before we get started, make sure you like,
comment,
share, and subscribe to the channel. And yes, make sure you got the notification bell clicked so you're notified when the latest video has dropped.
Definitely help us out getting the algorithm.
So
we got a bunch of news for y'all today.
You beat me to it. So yes, we are talking about some anime news that been coming down the pipeline, and we had a quick discussion off the camera. We was talking about, is Pokemon actually anime related? He's like, actually, even though it's a video game, Pokemon started out as an anime. I said, you know what? You actually got me on that one. So we actually gonna be talking about how Pokemon revealed the next gen, which is Gen 10, new stars, new games, and Wind and Waves new game. So I actually did see the whole trailer. I thought it was very unique. I'm like, about damn time.
It looked good.
I said
to some of the other ones.
I was say that's why I said it's about dang time. They actually got some good graphics. We're not expecting the best thing ever from Nintendo, but not Nintendo, Game Freak in particular, and how they switched one Pokemon game to like the very subpar in a lot of ways when it comes to performance and the graphics alone. So when I saw this, like especially the water effects and going underwater, I said I may have to go ahead and get Waves because that Waves one looking pretty dope. They didn't really show too much about Wind, but I knew a Pokemon.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it did.
You got the Gen 10 starters right there. You know, Palm Bomb. What's his name? Palm Bomb, Gekwa, and Brout. Brout is the leaf or the grass. You got Palm Bomb, which if you've been following me on Twitch, everybody know all the ones I've been playing, I pick the fire every time.
Yeah,
because if you're not fire, then what are you?
I guess you would be a part of the Fire Nation, huh?
Right, man. I'll be whatever I need to be. I always pick the fire, no matter what version of the game. I always pick the fire type.
You would definitely be in the Fire Nation over here taking over people nations. I understand.
Well, the biggest thing is everyone wants to see what do they evolve into, but I think that Palm Bomb is going to evolve into something cool. And not only that, but they'll be getting ready to do Pokemon Home and introduce that as well. And then they had announced that Fire Red and Leaf Green, so that's awesome. And that's out time now if you didn't know. So I think that Pokemon has been in our hearts for a long time, 30th anniversary, even freaking... It's 2026. Pokemon Go's been out for 10 years, 10-year anniversary. And that just let that sink in for a second.
Yeah, I remember we had a conversation about that. I was like, Edgar, do you still play Pokemon Go? Because I'm like, I remember when it was super popular, and that was like 10 years ago. I was 23 when it came out. Showing my age, time just fly by. But that was going to be my first. I just like the aesthetics of Palm Bond, actually. And a lot of people I know for a fact, most people going to go with that Pokemon because just the aesthetics of it being like looking like a dog, a furry, a fluffy dog.
Or whatever. But I'm excited. I'll definitely be picking this up in 2027, and usually I think it comes out between October and November. So I'll be picking this up in 2027, but it gives us enough time to get through Fire Red if you're playing ZA and get through those.
So now this is his anime. He loved this show, boy. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, Dr. Stone. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal show. I'm just not fully caught up on it, right? But I think it's probably be one of the anime of the whole spring, to be honest with you. It's probably be the anime of the spring to watch. And Dr. Stone Season 4, Core 3, which is the final, is going to drop April 3rd. So we got some information regarding this. The third core is coming up. People excited for Dr. Stone to finally wrap up. And they basically gave us a small teaser trailer, but we're not going to react to that today. They basically showing what happened right after the second core ended. Right. So would you like to elaborate some regarding this?
Well, as you know, they were into it with Dr. Zeno, and they ended up capturing him, and they ended up kind of working together, and they're still trying to figure out pretty much why man and what's going on with the whole ordeal, and trying to save the world from turning into the Stone Age. So it'll be pretty interesting, and they're still I believe on the run from Dr. Zeno's guys. I can't remember the exact end of it, but no, I lied. They actually outsmarted them, and it took her to turn into a teenager to freaking get the remedy together to unstone everybody. So I don't want to give too much else away with the spoilers, but I'm excited for this one. I can't wait. I will be there day one.
Let's go on to the other news. We back at it with some more Gintama news, right? The creators this debut one shot Dandelion gets animated. 7 episodes coming to Netflix in April. So I wonder they gonna drop it all at one time. It's gonna be more like a weekly type of episode.
Well, it's based off. It's an anime adaptation, and it's from the makers of Gintama, and it's supposed to be like a short tribute, and kind of go from there. I didn't really. I read a little bit about it, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Very bright and vibrant.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But basically, this particular article just go into a lot of history of the character, the anime producer, anybody who's involved within the project with itself, right? And we don't get too much information about the project
because it's a short series. Like
Yeah.
I think the manga is short, so I think they're just doing a short series about it. So it looks like it'd be fairly interesting. If it comes out with a trailer, I'll be wanting to watch that to see what that's kind of about.
All right, let's pivot on to other news. Now, if you've been around, this guy's a huge fan of reincarnation, isekai animes. So they made a formal announcement for I was reincarnated as a heroine on the verge of bad ending, and I'm determined to fall in love. Anime.
Say that 3 times fast.
That's why I took my time. I took my time. I can read over here. But no, to be serious, this is the type of anime he's. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. That you say you kind of over the heroine type of anime at this point.
I'm kind of over the heroine, but I do for some reason I've been liking the noble reincarnation animes a lot lately. So I'll probably check this one out just to kind of see what's going on here. But it sounds like this may be one of those get reincarnated in one of those video games where you have to get through the different plot lines so that your character doesn't die. I forget what you call those type of games. I actually played one recently. It was a free one on Switch where you pretty much you're going on dates, getting the girl's like status up and whatnot, and kind of going from there. This kind of sound like one of those types, but she'll be trying to not get a bad ending. So interesting.
So Crunchyroll, what country got going on? Crunchyroll announced North American release for Tensura Movie 2, Tears of the Azure Sea.
Or if you're in America, time I got reincarnated as a slime.
This is your show. Have you seen some movies from Reincarnated as a Slime?
I haven't seen any movies.
Because I know you really caught up when it comes to the series, but we just talking about the movie aspect of it.
So what's the date?
The date, I'm just trying to see because May 1st, 2026. So about 2 months from now. So yeah, so you got something to watch when guard a movie in the next 2 months or so.
Yeah, I wonder how canon is this to the actual story, or is this like I keep referring to it, a My Hero thing?
Nope, it's a standalone side story that covered the events of season 3.
I like it when stuff actually matters.
That's why you like. Even though My Hero was very flashy and nice for the movies and all that stuff, it really didn't like have a whole.
It didn't take.
Yeah,
unlike when you go see Demon Slayer, this is impacting the story 100%, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's 100% canon. But a lot of these movies really don't be canon at all. It's just something just extra on it.
Yeah, it's like icing on the cake. Give fans some fan service a little bit.
So. Now, let's pivot on to what they talk about. Anime streaming Crunchyroll to be regulated under UK harmful content and accessibility rules. Now, this doesn't apply to us directly here in the States, but for you people over there in UK, you guys got some piracy stuff to worry about. So they basically just announced they got different type of programs that's affecting over 500,000 UK users when it comes to different programs and stuff like that, and how they basically just censoring different platforms across all anime streaming platforms from Crunchyroll, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, but not High Dive. That's kind of curious. And the High Dive was the one that they able to sneak past the whole regulation type of thing.
Well, considering it's the most etchy.
Yeah, you know.
Well, hopefully it doesn't. Those type of regulations don't carry on to over here. But what you call it at an all-time high. Piracy is at an all-time high. Thanks to these companies. So my advice is stop getting greedy and lower those prices back to what they were, and then you won't have this problem. But people want profits over profits from last year and the year before last. You know how it go. People want to, we made this last year, so we got to do this year. You worked in the retail industry. You know exactly how it goes.
Hey, and the crazy part is they so strategic with it. They try to make it sound super happy for you. That's good. Let's pull back the veil a little bit. We both used to work at a shoe store, right? No, I'm not gonna name the shoe store, but this is what they decided to prove. They're like, you know what? You guys making a lot of money with this commission. You guys doing a phenomenal job. People was actually having a good time at work, and their paychecks was looking decent. But they're like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna increase your wages just by a little bit, but you cannot get commission no more. But you still need to produce exactly how you were. And I'm like, but there's no incentive. So yeah, that's the point. We still want you guys to make more money, but you don't get any of the profits. Man, if you don't keep it moving, but that's how it goes.
That's how it go.
That's how it goes. So, on to other news. So let's talk about another topic that we plan on discussing. So the Duke's sons claim he won't leave me yet. Showers me with an adorable or admiration. Basically gets an anime. I don't know what's going on with these anime shows. They just getting longer by the title, boy. Because I mean, every single time I'm like lately, like, oh, it's a longer title. It's a longer title.
Premieres in July 2026.
But it's looking, based on the key visual, right? Like you mentioned, it's July summer anime, but it's looking like a rom-com, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, it looked like she's outgoing and he is not.
So yes, if you want, the description, they talk about the illustration and all that good stuff, and they talk about it's based on a couple of volumes. But I'm 100% positive. It's a love romance. Like I said, I can just look at it.
Daughter of a fallen aristocrat receives news. It was a marriage proposal from Julius, a very elite nobleman. Elise wonders, why would such a distinguished man marry me?
I will leave it at that. You guys let us know if you got more insight regarding this anime. When I think of royalty, I don't know why I'm just Orin High Host Club come to mind for some reason. Have you ever seen Orin High?
Orin? I don't think so.
Like Orin High, I'm gonna keep it very brief. Orin High is about this girl who actually dresses up as a boy. They think he's a boy for the longest time, but he's from a commoner lifestyle, and his academics got him into a royalty school, and they get into a host club, and they basically like servicing women, like being very nice to women, stuff like that, so they can be paying customers.
Is that on Crunchyroll?
That's a good question. It's a really good show. That's older. It's way older though. Orin High is I watched it like 3 times. It's a really good show.
Well, y'all let us know. What did y'all think about this news this week?
It's one more topic.
Oh, that's not.
So
you want to talk about it?
Yeah, we can make it very brief because this was the whole TikTok live based upon, right? TikTok live was based upon Here's Paradise, right? Here's Paradise been going crazy lately, and it's been a lot of throwing hands. So the last 3 weeks I think it's been hands after hands after hands. Well, we kind of foreseen it, right? Because the first hand episode was they came off the boat, and they was throwing hands. The second episode, they left the cave. They was throwing hands. And the third episode, I even caught up on Here's Paradise, just not the new episode today.
I didn't watch today's episode.
Old dude took his eye out, and he started losing towel, and they was throwing hands again.
Yeah, but that's because the way his mental is, he can't just not close his eyes and pretend. He said, I gotta really take my out, and I said, this dude is a dummy. He said, I got one blurry eye and I ain't got no eye no more, so now what? But hey, if you like it, we love it, I guess.
Yeah, it worked.
I wouldn't. I just close my eyes and pretend like a regular person. This guy's an idiot.
So that was the part about it. I was thinking because they basically recalled back a little bit on how they was teaching each other towel and how towel works and stuff like that, and he was basically the blind guy was trying to tell them how it works, and they like, did this make any sense to y'all? They like,
he said, man, if I can't see it, it don't exist.
Yeah, that's
like that's what they said in so many words. I think that was really interesting. I think in this episode they're gonna go into that backstory of the guy who just blinded himself a little bit, because you only know that he's like called the dragon or something. He's a master swordsman. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'll definitely be watching that one today. So
yeah, I'm gonna watch this later as well. I should probably watch it relatively after we get done. So that was pretty cool. I think we showing the top 10 when it comes to like the animes, and basically I'm just gonna go through a couple of them and let me know what you guys agree with this particular lineup. So obviously Hell's Paradise number 1. Number 2, we talked about this on a lot of occasions. Oshinoko season 3, he said, been going crazy. And if you watching season 3 right now, let us know what you're thinking about Oshinoko, because he said it's a good old time right now.
Oh yeah, Oshinoko is fire. I want to watch that. Tune into the Midnight Heart. That's a radio show about some girls who trying to make their dreams come true of being broadcasters on the radio. It sounds interesting. Tamon's B-side, I think that's like a boy group or something like that.
Your type of anime. But
go ahead.
but
you and I are polar opposites. I like that rom-com. I've been enjoying that.
I watched a little bit because it's actually dubbed a lot of ways. So that's one.
Well, you and I are polar opposites. It's simul dub, so it's dub all the way through.
Yep.
So if you do decide you want to watch that one, it's a good time. Since
Be a Hero is all dub as well, and I'm fully caught on that. I think it's pretty cool, especially from the latest episode when they finally pulled them out of the pulled them out of the weeds and stuff like that, because they like they thought they was basically eavesdropping on them the entire time. And you're like, we know you there. We got something for y'all.
Yeah.
So that was a really good episode. And then you fully caught on Fire Force as well?
Yeah, I watch Fire Force every week, which is also simul dub, and it's getting wild over there too. Highly recommend it if you haven't caught up. Go ahead and catch up.
And I have been watching Chain Soldier. Please viewer discretion advised. Please watch this by yourself.
Yeah, Chain Soldier is really good. Too bad that's not simul dub, but it's really good.
Please.
Everyone says Fate is really good, and you can catch that, and you don't need to know about the other ones in the series. I haven't watched it. I'm on the fence. I might watch it. The Holy Grail of Iris, that's in my watch list. Haven't got to it. So, and you see around there, you got My Hero at number 12, which is also really good. So, as you can see, most of the stuff that we cover, we are obviously talking about, and we walk it how we talk.
Like I said, on previous videos, don't sit here and try to come for us if we're not watching Record Ragnarok or we're not watching, what's the other one, Baki? We do watch anime around here. We just not false flag. We actually is watching shows.
Yeah, it's great that everybody doesn't watch the same thing because you come from different perspectives. So I'm not knocking anybody for what anime you choose to watch. Unless you watch The Lord of Mystery, then I'm looking at you sideways.
There you go. First of all, they come back and say, hey, listen, I had read the novel.
Well, that's their first day. I read. And I'm like, you're missing the point. Because if you say you read, then you didn't listen to anything I said. I said, for a person that does not read and just watches it, you are lost in the sauce completely. And if you got it on your first time, bravo to you. But the average viewer, ain't no way.
I may have to rewatch JJK in English as well, because there's just so much information being blown at you at one time, for like throughout the Colin games.
Oh yeah, the Colin games. It's a lot of information.
Yeah, but I do understand what's going on more now. Once what's his name pulled up to the old dude, and he's like, they'll sit in the tub like, hey, I need your 100 points. Now you gonna give it to me the hard way, or you can give it to me the easy way?
Well, yeah, I understood before that. Pretty much, if you got 100 points, you can make your own room as long as it pretty much does not interfere with the game itself. And they're pretty much trying to figure out the way to bend the rules to get his sister out. That's why they're on the time limit, because the first 19 days are about to take place, so they're trying to get everything in order. That's why they said, man, I don't have time to waste, and that's why they are pretty much like in a rush to get things done. So y'all let us know, what do y'all think about this list? What would you change if it were your list? Let us know down in the comment. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, check out one of these other videos, and as always,
we was slicing. We are out.